The one in the middle.
Almost got him. Sorry, that was cruel and inhumane. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to welcome to obviously a very slow day at Pinto because I think it's only me and one other person fishing. Me, me and one other person on shore. There's some kids playing around, but it's an extremely. I didn't think about the fact it's a full moon. They do like to feed at night here. Hey, high country. Just got done filming a show. Yep, first year. Hello. Don't be expecting too much. It's been extremely, extremely tough. Yeah, it's tough. Don't know. There's a lot. I don't know. For Pinot in summer, with the water being nice and warm and that, I don't know what it is, but it's a tough, tough bite right now. It's just I don't. Wasn't just me. The lake's just tightened down right now. Can't even catch a little one. So it's really weird. Yeah, I hope so. That's just really weird. Is this lake? You could always catch little ones. And, I don't know. So far this year, hardly any little ones. I mean, not that that's a bad thing that you go out and catch a lot of big ones. Yeah, exactly. It was fun. Still got a show in, but you can tell when it's slow, Pinto. When there's nobody here, I mean, it's a Saturday, and I said I think there's only one other person fishing right now. I saw Ricardo and some of the other locals, and they already left. They didn't even stay till the end. They left already, and they're using live bait. Yeah, it's just gone. It's just definitely gone south. Don't know why. It's just I think the water's now in the mid 70s. The water's like 75 now, which is about as warm as it gets. Usually stays around 75 all summer. But it still hasn't greened up. Parts of the lake are kind of green, and the other parts of the lake are still brown. Plus, it's full moon. These fish in this lake do like feeding at night. I know that. I caught my PB at night. Just getting some beer. Did you like the other show though? Like my adventure to Nasi? My annual trip to Nasi for the spots. They're doing normal down there. Yeah, it's just really weird. These fish are very tentative right now. Which is really weird. They'll hit a bait, but they won't take it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I put it up yesterday. Yeah, so they're being really weird. I mean, they'll hit a bait, but they won't take it. Or they'll swim with it for a second and they'll spit it. Which usually they keep it in their mouth until you set the hook. But a lot of just weirdness going on with them. All right, who's on here? At least it's good wind right now. Yeah, part of it is I tried to film yesterday at the beach, and first time in a long time, it's not even going to become a show because it was really high waves. There was all kinds of kelp. Almost every cast, you just got tangled in floating kelp, and I tried for a couple hours, but it was just extremely bad conditions at the beach. I guess one bite that's going on here right now is, for some reason, jerk baits. Talk to some people that caught all their fish on jerk baits. Might be because of all the fry in the water. It's all kinds of fry still up in the top. Yeah, people caught them today. People caught them today, but I wouldn't say it was a hot bite. If you said you got a limit of fours, that's a good bite. Yeah, there were a few good ones. There's always a few good ones caught. But it's just not the normal pinto, that's for sure. Oh, arm's killing me. Yeah, I said there's only one other person here actually really fishing. I mean, there's some kids over there. Whew. I'm gonna try the Nook. I did see David was out on that point earlier, but one other person's really fishing. He's on that point. Yeah, I just brought the flicking too. I just brought the flicking. Yeah, they're being so tentative right now. But I go live, so I came and went live. Even in the slow conditions. I'm gonna give her a go. Go try the Nook. I know why my arm's killing me. I did a different technique for like 40 minutes today. One that usually kills my arm, but I had to do it because I was trying to catch at least one good fish. At least we got the sunset, right? We have somebody else that came on. Welcome to Pinto. At least the good thing is the heat went away. It wasn't very hot today. Bring it down a little bit more. Wasn't that bad. Our heat wave finally broke on Wednesday. Stayed extremely hot Saturday, Sunday. Hey, I said I might not catch a fish, but at least I have good backgrounds. At least I have good backgrounds. It's either here or the pier. Big clump of weeds right there now. I like it here. It's coming in clean. Did find a section of lake and back around that corner, you go in and it's all just it's slime grass. Like you work anything on the bottom, it comes in just covered with that stuff. Exactly, foul mouth. If you ain't gonna catch anything, you might as well look good doing it. Got to have the at least the good scenery. Yeah, I don't know. Around here on shore, the water is very. Oh, it's clear, but it's still kind of brown. You go over to the right side of the lake, and it's kind of greening up. Then you go back over to the left side of the lake, and it's brown over there too. So it's just It's not being uniformed right now. It's all sort of different colored looking water, different parts of the lake, and it's only 74 acres. It's not like it's a huge lake. It's basically an oversized pond. That grackle's still there giving me a hard time. It's like, how long is he going to have a nest there? I mean, come on. Yeah, what about what the guy from Aus- There he goes. Yeah, remember he hit me in the head a couple times. Last few lives, he's come over and actually popped me in the head. He no like me here. He's got attitude. Thinks he owns these reeds right here behind me. Yeah, it was even all the baits that you normally go to when the bite's slow as hell. Nothing. I mean, just here and there. Nothing consistent. Uh, just being very, very unusual. Oh yeah, that's everything. That's so many people don't notice that. That's the first thing I look at, and I see other people. I'm all see what happened to the water, and they're all what? I'm all. You see how much the watercolors changed? I was here like 4 days ago, and the water's totally a different color. Oh no, I didn't even notice. Like, but yeah, well, when it goes brown, that's when the algae's dying off, which means it's not going to have as much oxygen. It's going to slow down the fish. I mean, unless the water's always that color. But when it changes that quick, from sort of a neon green to iced tea brown, yep. I don't want to see yellow water, but if it's green, it's fine. I said to see the thing is when they treated it to get rid of the phosphates because that's what the blue green algae is feeding on, which is actually bacteria. But the phosphates is actually also what good healthy algae feeds on. So suddenly they take that out and they mix up the whole balance for all the other kind of floating and algae and stuff that used to supply oxygen and everything in this lake. It's like you can't target one species and take away what they feed on when all the other ones feed on it too. Hey, Christo. Yeah, basically it's it's messing with nature's balance. This lake's been here for 10,000 years. Sure, all the phosphates that are in here from the farming has been in the last like 50 years, but it still had a good balance, and the fish were healthy as hell. Now suddenly they've effed with it, treated it, and it's like it's always on and off now. It used to be very consistent. Now it's like it'll be on fire for a little while, and then for a week or two. It's a tough bite. But hey, they got their $1 million. They had to use it. Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of times when you get when you get a lake that's been dry for a long time or down, and it fills up and it gets all the terrestrials, it leaches out and it'll turn that iced tea brown. But when it happens in the lake that there's nothing new and that's gonna rot and seep out and turn it brown, it's from the algae dying out. And I see a lot of them in Florida. A lot of the canals and all that are always that dark brown, but they're always that color. So it's when they're not usually that color and they turn that color that something is not right. You're right though. A lot of new flooded terrestrials when a lake comes up that's been low for a long time, it'll almost always turn that iced tea brown from all the leaching, from all the wood and the dying grasses and the brush and everything will leach out and turn it that brown color. But I've been fishing this lake since 2012, so and I'm pretty observant, so I can tell the difference since they treated it. And the blue green algae still bloomed, and it bloomed in the winter, which it never does. It blooms in the fall, and it went nuts in the middle of winter. So something's screwy. Come on, there's got to be one hungry fish somewhere in this lake right now. Somewhere. It's some far off corner. Delayed hello. I need a catch. I need a catch. I need some sort of entertainment besides education about watercolor. Let me try going where I did last time. Kind of parallel. So I got last time because a lot of people can't cast right here. I know somebody. I really hurt my elbow today. I've been hurting. Whoa, whoa. That was weird feeling. Almost felt like a fish. Yeah, I need it. I need it on my elbow. Well, it's because I spent all day yesterday at the beach throwing cast with instead of just the right hand using the two. So really puts a strain on my elbow. I got to get out here and trim all these things. Just need to bring a machete and just freaking whack them all off. The guys that do the sailboats every Friday, they used to come and cut all these down. but they haven't done it this year. One hungry bass. That's all I want. So a lot of them are just picking it up and dropping. They usually don't pick it up and just drop it here. Usually when they pick it up, like you can freaking you can reel down and pull on them, reel down and pull on them, reel down and pull on them, and they'll still have it. And today it was like, oh, he's not there anymore. Yeah, I know jerk baits. Kind of odd that they're on a jerk bait bite right now. I mean, I've seen them on here pretty much. I mean, you catch them on them all year, but usually it's early pre-spawn, and a lot of times post-spawn. But these fish spawned so long ago. Yeah. Well, me, it's all because I don't use my wrist. See, I work it all. My wrist is straight. I'd give all the action in my elbow. So holding it like this and doing this for 8 hours, and then switching up and doing a different technique where I'm putting sort of a sideways active bait. I wish it was hurting because I caught so many fish today. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't really notice until uh, low budget said that. He said he's been trying to figure out how I do it, and he noticed that it's all in the elbows. And I went, "You're right." I'm like, I didn't realize it because you see a lot of people doing it like this with their wrist. That's how they give it the action. Is using, or they hold it like this and they use their wrist to give it the action. But no, I hold it and I just do it like that with a straight wrist. Better because it's up higher. You have better feeling. Gives it a better action. I mean, I could start. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do that. I can't. I don't know. With when I'm flipping with my right hand, I use my wrist. Oh yeah, you're right, Donald. Well, it's when I used to do the high speed cranking. That's what it was. This wrist that I messed up from all the. It was from the reeling so fast all day long. Man, how's it? I found such good stuff. Nope. It's all how you learn, basically. Yeah, I like the live stream. I'm actually over my limit on. So I'm unlimited, but I'm over my data thing. Yep, that's all I want right now. But extreme reaction a lot of times is all they want. But it's been very rarely that they don't. If you turn to the finesse, that they don't want it. I think a lot of people just don't want to spend the time. And let's be honest, it is a lot easier to catch them on a bait that you're just winding or moving really fast because they pretty much hook themselves. Ah, got it. I just use my rod to freaking chop it. Oh, so the channels had to have 1,000. How do you go? How do you go from the Wi-Fi? Is that how you hook it in? I didn't know GoPros could go. Oh, okay. So you can feed it from your camera through the Wi-Fi into the live feed? No, we don't have any. We don't have those in California. We don't have any GAR here. Oh, on the new Hero 7, you can do that. As I see, most people would just go on their phone. I mean, I just go on my phone, but I have this. Well, that's why this is here. This little curvature because of the 165-degree lens that I put on here. But since it's on the inside, for some reason, it just won't cover it all the way. I mean, it won't. It's dead center on the camera right now. Thanks. Yeah, I've pretty much been doing it since the beginning. Almost since the invention of YouTube, I've been on there. Remember, I had my show before YouTube. My show started in 2003. My show was actually on cable access before the invention of YouTube. Did I what? Did you take your car? What? Oh, my car's gone? That's what I thought. I was going to say MacGyver, but I wasn't sure if that's what I actually said. I'm like, does that say MacGyver? Did you toke for a second? I told you, it's just, it's, I said I forgot about the full moon, but I don't think full moon's really affected him because it's been foggy the last 4 nights. Full moon, even with that thick fog out, it's not going to be much brighter, but I'm going to go back to the point, I guess. I've kind of saturated this area. I want to go to the end. I'm going to go try down here. There's one person down here. Yeah. We'll all share. Anything? Anything? Join the club. It's the no bite club right now. If you get a bite, you have to leave. You're leaving, MacGyver? I don't like them. I don't like kayaks. It's sketchy to me. I don't even like Chris's boat because it's so rocky. I fell out of my little boat 1 time. Hey, big worm. I I don't know. I'm so spoiled with when I go to the tournaments and all that to be on the nice big Rangers. And when I used to have my bass boat, which was pretty good and nice and stable. I just don't like them. I get all like when I cast and I set the hook and they all rock and you get like kind of pulled around if it's a good fish. I still got to sell off my boat. Yeah, I'm selling off my boat. Selling off my little John boat. I'm just selling with everything. I'm going to sell it as a package deal with trolling motor, the battery, the charger, and the boat. Need to get that thing out of my backyard. Yeah, I brought my car here. Yeah, I drove here. I don't mind from shore, but it's a lot easier to work a lot of other baits and cover water when you're in a boat. I like covering water when I had my boat. I'd work 2 3 mile stretches and then go to another spot at 2 3 mile, and go back to the other one 2 3 miles. Just keep like going around. Yeah, and you're just limited. I always say to people like, "Why?" They always ask why I use all the same baits, and I'm like, "Well, I'm on shore. I'm in one spot. You throw around a yeah, exactly. Definitely a lot easier to retrieve them when you're in a boat than when you're on shore. Yeah, but you throw something. Did they close the gate? What are you talking about? No, they close at 8:30 now. Yeah, exactly. Or a 22 plus. Well, plus you can get in and run parallel. So I used to do with my cranks. I'd be 6 feet out from shore, running straight down a 45-degree angle, 6 feet out, and just bringing the crankbait completely horizontal. I mean, parallel to the shore. And hard to do that from shore unless you wade out 6 feet. Did they close the gate? No, they close at 8:30 now. I've been that person. When that person comes up, people on shore. Oh, yeah, well, you can't do it. You can run sort of perpendicular a little bit when you're on shore, but you can't run it exactly parallel unless you're out 6 feet. Said you can tuck in with your boat 6 feet out and go straight and just throw straight ahead and run it exactly parallel. Yeah. Yeah, you always fan cast. But I said you still can't get it. You can get an angle, but you still can't get extreme exactly parallel. Or you can't get it kind of in there and come out from shore. So a lot of those fish sit out and face shore waiting for something to come out of shore, or they want to pin them against the shore. so they have less escape route. But when you're fishing from shore, your bait's coming in from behind them. So they coming along in front of them, it's suddenly coming from. They're like, because it's coming from out deeper into shore. They're looking for things that are cruising and kind of coming out from shore. At least for most active baits. And you get a boat so you can fish shore. Yeah, but I said most of the time on a boat, you're pounding shore anyway. You're just pounding a lot of shore that shore access isn't allowed. So at least most of the lakes here, only half of the lake you can get to from shore. The other half is all private property. So if you have a boat, you can. If you have a boat, then you can access all the shoreline that like 90% of the people from shore can't. Then you gotta remember half our lakes here, the ones I fish, you can't put any sort of watercraft in them anyway. Uvis, Chesbro, Almaden, Almaden Reservoir, and Almaden Lake, Guadalupe, uh, Lexington, I guess, is only kayak. Yeah. I don't know. You see all my shows, I do pretty good from shore around here. And I get a lot of locals telling me I ruined their spot. Like, how'd I ruin your spot? I go back to the same spot time and time again and film shows and catch fish. They're saying, oh, I can't fish that spot anymore. I never catch anything. Like, that's funny. I go back to the same spot and film a week or two later and I catch fish. It's 90% mental, right? Fish just sit over there right in front of the nook I was in. Yeah, I know. They just need an excuse. All right, foul mouth. Yeah, I need to. I don't know. Still have tomorrow to go live, but doesn't look like this is the place to do it. The sun's peeking out underneath. Was that where you? That's where you always fish? Rocking man. Thanks. I don't know about that. I'm thinking the pier maybe tomorrow, or I don't know. I don't have many options for live. I'm gonna have a couple of here and the pier are close. Hello, budget. Made it with a little bit of time left. Yeah, I'd hate to like drive really really far just to go live for like an hour and a half in the evening. Usually, if I do that, I have to drive a ways. I'd rather film a show, then go live in the evening. But then half the time I lose fish in the show because I catch them when I'm live for the last like hour and a half. Oh, look at this. Well, you guys can see it over here. It's starting to orange up. It keeps going bright and dark. Yeah, it's been a slow day, budget. there's one other. There's only one other fisherman here at Pinto. That's actually a fisherman. There's some kids, but everybody I saw that's a local and always fishes here already left. So I'm thinking that might be a sign that the bite's not too hot right now. Lower that down a bit. Yeah, the water around here is it's still brown. Come on, you can't give me a hard time. I'm on the other side now, Bird. Yeah, this water's been still not normal. I wish it was that way here at Pinto right now, but it's on the down low right now. Remember last week's show? Yeah. Remember last show? I caught the three, and Chris didn't even catch one. So that's not good. No, it's just. I thought the lakes would get going by the middle of June, and we just saw it. I just put up that show at Nasi. Those spots are going crazy down there. I mean, it sat on shore for that last like 45 minutes, and yeah, I know. I did outfish him if you count all those because I caught like 30 of those little things. Yep, micro bass. Just need a hook. Yeah, that was fun. That was pretty fun. Oh yeah, I can't go anywhere. Dirt. Just thinking of where to go live in that, but I can't go anywhere. Can't really go anywhere tomorrow because I got to edit the show I filmed today all day tomorrow, so I can have it up on Monday. So so maybe the winds will be down, and I can go catch some fish at the pier. Or I don't know. I think there's one other spot I'm thinking of going. No, he left. Supposedly, he had to go to bed. His wife was on him for something. Shh. It's this deep. I don't know what these kids are doing. Yeah, luckily the mosquitoes aren't bad here. I hardly ever get harassed by mosquitoes. Very rarely. Oh yeah, there's ways you can do it. There's all kinds of ways you do it. Yeah, I know. No, most of the lakes around here, I don't have a problem with mosquitoes. I hardly ever get bit. And I'm the blood type that they love. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's A, B, or whatever. But I went to Michigan one time. I got out of the car in less than 30 seconds. And I had 3 mosquitoes on me. Because we're not that humid here. They like it where it's hot and humid. That's when you get all the skeeters. It's hot and humid. We're hot and dry. Internet. Yeah, I know. Back there, that's all so much. Back there, yeah, back there when it's where it's humid now, you get all the like all those weird sort of flies and hey, right to bear. Yeah, they seem to like it more where it's humid. Uh, nah, yeah, right to bear. It's slow. I should have went over there and tried that point. Last time, I think the last time well, no, I caught that one over here in the nook, but I was getting them more on that side. But oh, oh, that so felt like a fish. I was gonna get extremely excited there because it kind of I pulled on it, kind of pulled back, but there's a stick down there. I was like, yes, something pulled back. How's the fishing been elsewhere, right to bear? Because here it's been. Have you been fishing anywhere else? Because it's been slow here. I haven't been to any of the other lakes. Well, last time I was over the hill, I did a bluegill show. So I haven't fished any of those lakes to do a show in like a week. Yeah, that's, that's a good idea. That's kind of why I took a break and went for the bluegill. And then I went to the beach and looked like someone was taking my line. Then I went to the beach to sort of take a break from the bass. Then I went and played with the spots. You must be at the end of your beer now. You must be at the end of your beer hike after you're getting really slow with your responses. Did you just, whereas it's coming all the way from New Zealand. His comments are always delayed because he's coming from New Zealand. They gotta go. They gotta go all the way to the satellite and then all the way back to here in California. So we'll get a. Oh really? I don't keep them. Oh, not, not supposed to eat them here. Not supposed to eat anything out of here, but they're everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but Uvis has a lot of good crappie. I see the crappie fishermen do really well at Uvis. Oh, and they're pretty good size. They're not teeny. Oh, it's 27. 27. Yeah, they're huge in here, but I saw a guy actually just showing one today. Yeah, Mercury. It's just Mercury's not. It's just they. It's just like tuna. Pretty much all of our canned tuna has mercury in it. That's why they tell you not to eat it more than like a couple days a week. But yeah, no, here it's just it's all that. It's the blue green algae, which I don't think is an issue. But they have found like traces of DDT and other stuff. But I know a lot of people eat the fish out of here. Just you don't eat them like every single day, you'll be fine. Yeah, I said a lot of our tuna has traces of it because of the bay, all the mercury from all the 49ers getting the gold back in the day. That's why there's mercury in all these lakes. That's what they used was mercury to separate the gold. And I guess they were done with it and it's freaking dumped it in the river. Where it splashed out and it got in the river. That's where it all came from. The gold miners. That's where the term crazy as a miner came from. So they would sit in a tent and boil the mercury. And then we get in and kill the synapses and do all that stuff to their brain. And they go insane. Yeah. It was owned by a mercury mining company. Almond Lake was. And they wonder why it has high mercury count. Duh. They used to use it. That's why it's so deep, because it used to be a mine. I know, exactly. It's like, and I did that to my hand again, too. All those red marks. I hate those. Very. It's been slow. It's been slow from shore. So when there's nobody, when all locals were here and none of them stayed till the evening, Ricardo was here. Ricardo was here. Grandpa was here. I think some of the other people were here, but they all left. Oh, yeah, I got skunk. Got more than skunks. I never even had a bite. In the live, I never had a bite. Over an hour, but still. No, it was extremely slow. No, I never got anything at all. I mean, they weren't even. I said it's kind of been like it's just because of water. I said it changed. This lake doesn't usually when it greens up for summer, it's pretty much stays green the whole time. And I think it did it last summer too. It gets green and it goes brown, and it gets green and it goes brown, and it gets green and it goes brown. It's like it blooms and dies off really quick. Probably lack of phosphates because they treated it to kill off and lock in all the phosphates. So it's has enough to kind of get going, but not enough to keep going. So it's in this cycle of changing the water color and messing with the oxygen levels. In fact, almost everything today was caught on jerk baits, slow paused jerk baits too. Not like ripping them really fast, but just jerk and sit, jerk, sit, kind of like you do in the middle of winter when they're all lethargic. So I said I got a lot of bites in the show, and they would just bite it, and then they'd be gone. You kind of feel them, and then you like reel down and get ready to set the hook and pick up, and they weren't there anymore. Or it'd be boom, boom. You're like, oh, and you go like that to kind of pick up to feel them, and that's all it was. Just a quick thump, thump, and then nothing. Very unusual. You see me. Usually it takes me 30 seconds to figure out I have a fish, and it's still swimming with it. And today it was just weird. Very tentative fish. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I don't know where tomorrow. Uh, Probably don't want to come back here because it, it doesn't really seem like the bite is all too. And by tomorrow, I don't think anything's gonna change. Maybe in a week or so. So I don't know. Check the winds. Maybe go to the pier, or actually kind of have one more idea that I haven't done in a while, where I can go live for a different species. But thanks a lot, guys. This show will be up Monday. The one I filmed today will be the Monday show, and then I'll probably go film a lake over the hill again. Yeah, I think I'll go over the hill and do a show at one of those lakes for the next couple. But thanks a lot, guys. They're giving me the stink eye. I gotta go.